It's about navigating change while pursuing a mission.
1000 megawatt.
Becoming a commercial organization.
CMD SECI, Shri Sanjay Sharma Sir, Director Solar, Shri Joshit Ranjan Sikidar Sir, Director Finance, Shri Shiv Kumar B. Vepakama Sir, Director Power System, all HODs and senior officials of SECI. The media has played a major role in educating and spreading awareness among the public, which makes them informed citizens of our society. As one of our major stakeholders, the media has had a crucial part in disseminating SECI's vision and achievements to the public and creating a brand name for our organization.
Today, we have gathered here to celebrate the SECI's 13th Foundation Day, and this particular Foundation Day is very important to us. As this year we have been conferred the Navratna Award on the company. As you all know, SECI has had a very inspiring journey and had established itself as a leader in renewable energy sector. I extend a warm welcome to all the media personalities who have gathered here for as a non-profit company in the year 2011. So we are only about 13-year-old, and I'm very happy to inform you that we are the youngest company to achieve this Navratna status in such a short period of time. With time, as our country has challenged itself to become the front runner in sustainable development, SECI has stood the test of the time. First, by diversifying into various renewable technologies, be it solar, floating solar, wind, energy storage. We have demonstrated the financial turnaround in financial year 2014-15, and third, by sustaining the growth trajectory of the company over the years. SECI, as you all know, is the dedicated CPSU to the development and expansion of renewable energy capacity in India. Just in 2024, we have been granted Navratna status by Ministry of Finance in August this year. Now, this conferring of Navratna, this recognizes the status of SECI in RE space, but also it puts enormous further responsibility on us as the country first move towards 500 gigawatt of renewable energy by 2030 by conceiving, prototyping, modeling, policy advocacy with different project configurations such as solar wind hybrid, round the clock energy, the energy storage. They don't gel together. DISCOM's requirement is that they get the cheapest of the energy, very stable energy, and without any fluctuation. And they want all kind of flexibilities to be built in the project. They don't want, the developers do not want that they are required to supply a non-fluctuating energy because that increases the cost. It's a solution to which is satisfying to both of them. Now, I'll give you some of the highlights of our performance. 21% to 13,400 crore compared to our trading volume. We are basically in a way energy trader. We get the projects put up by renewable energy developers and sell it to the state distribution company for 25 years through different agreements. On the one side, we signed a power supply agreement with DISCOMs. On the other side, with the developers, we signed power purchase agreement. So we are during project implementation stage, and afterwards, when the project is actually functioning, that time whatever issues arise between the two, they have to be sorted out. Projects also, and this year in March or February, megawatt solar project with 40 megawatt and 120 megawatt of megawatt hour of energy storage with the battery. that was inaugurated by Honorable Prime Minister, that during peak hour, when the sun is not there and the electricity cost is high, the electricity is supplied at a very cheap rate to the state of Chhattisgarh. Projects in the islands of Lakshadweep and Andaman and Nicobar. These are the islands where the electricity supply from mainland is not available. It may be 35. So on an average, the electricity cost which these islands are bearing is roughly about 40 rupees per unit. And we have taken upon ourselves that we will be supplying a project of ours in Kavatti Island. For we have taken up, and we will be one by one. We will be greening all these islands of Andaman, Nicobar, and Lakshadweep. We have recently entered into green promotion of green hydrogen. As you may be aware, government has brought out a PLI scheme for hydrogen in this current year, and rest will be taken up in the coming years. Along with it, not only the hydrogen, we are also encouraging the development of electrolyzer ecosystem, which we have been getting, and the encouragement which we have been getting from Ministry of Power and MNRE form, that one of our tender which concluded last month, the firm and dispatchable renewable energy as we call it, the prices of the tariff for that have come down below rupees 5. Now that's a very significant milestone for a renewable energy which is competing with the conventional energy. The tariff to be below 5 is a milestone in itself. Why I am saying this is because if you set up a new thermal power plant today, the tariff as of now is not going to be less than 5, somewhere around 5.5 to 6 rupees. On top of that, its operational cost is going to increase over a period of 25 years. So that will add to the cost in 25 years. Then we have, and in the coming years they will also be adding to the cost of thermal energy. Whereas the energy which we are going to provide in the form of firm and dispatchable energy, prices of this are going to remain fixed at that for 25 years. So that means there will be a rush for setting up and getting the renewable energy, firm and dispatchable renewable energy, rather than move towards the thermal energy. Now, this is something which we have done in the past. But when we are moving towards 2070, and I'm looking beyond 2030, 500 gigawatts is something which is in the pipeline, it will be done. But we have to look beyond 2030 to 2047 and 2070 when we have to achieve net zero. Now, it will pose its own challenges. We will need different market designs. The current trend of 25 years long PPAs may not sustain in its entirety. There will have to be different kind of products, 25 years, some medium term, 10 to 15 years, 5 years and very short term also. Same happening with wind. Same is happening with battery storage technology. And I'm sure same is going to happen with the new technologies which will make renewable energy from its intermittency and fluctuating energy to a firm energy which can be supplied at demand. So desire from us. So we hope to continue this journey, and probably in 1 or 2 years we would like to go public, and we will invite that time public to be part of this journey. We have seen that SECI has been a catalyst in bringing the sector, being an instrument and tool of the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. We would like to continue to be the catalyst, and we would like to see that the journey of renewable energy, as it has been till now with us, continue with that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words of inspiration. Now, I would like to inform you that the forum is open for discussions or queries to the management. We'll start with the left side of the table.
One question,
Sir, congratulations on the
Thank you.
completion date. I was going through the FY22 highlights of SECI, and in FY24, the solar 1.377 gigawatt was commissioned, and wind 1.208 gigawatt was commissioned. So, immediately I assumed that I should go 2 years back and look at FY22 numbers, what the capacity was awarded, taking 18 to 24 months for the gigawatts. Wind awarded was 1.2 gigawatts and hybrid was 1.45 gigawatts. Now, sir, no hybrid has come online. I'm going by what is written here in FY24, and the awarded number is much less. Is there a reason that the commission is less than what is awarded?
Actually, what happens, there's a direct correlation to the extent of 100% is not achievable. In some of the years, you will see that the capacity awarded 2 years in the span of 24 to 36 months. But the delay that takes place if the corresponding transmission system is not coming up on time. That is one. Secondly, in all these projects, RE projects are very land intensive projects. Just to give you a flavor of it, 1 unit of generation from solar on an average requires 50 times land compared to the coal power for renewable energy, for solar energy. Now that delayed the thing. So this direct correspondence probably is not possible to the extent of 100%, but definitely these progress come up, some come up earlier, some come up later, and they make up.
Sir, one supplementary.
one question, your share is 173 rupees. आज का जो रेट है 173 रुपए है
किस चीज का?
आपके शेयर का।
हमारा शेयर है ही नहीं मार्केट में। We are
100% owned by government of
पूरा सब
India.
गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया के पास है। नहीं, बट शेयर हमारे शेयर की प्राइस ही नहीं है मार्केट में।
तो सर ये जो आमरपाली वाला टेक ओवर आमरपाली वाला
नहीं हमसे रिलेटेड नहीं है, हमसे रिलेटेड नहीं है।
ये तो वो नहीं है। हमने पूरी एक जब हम केव्स में से बाहर आए से आज इस स्टेज तक आए हैं, ये हमारे इनोवेशन से ही बाहर आए हैं। ह्यूमन इंजेन्युइटी को आपको एक का ख्याल रखना पड़ेगा। हर टेक्नोलॉजी जो नई आती है उसके 2 एस्पेक्ट होते हैं, दैट कैन बी यूज फॉर बेनिफिट ऑफ द ह्यूमन बीइंग्स एंड इट कैन ऑल्सो बी यूज्ड, ए डिस्ट्रक्टिव माइंड कैन ऑल्सो यूज इट फॉर ए डिस्ट्रक्शन पर्पज। Can you switch on that so that others can also hear it? And I would request that once
My question
I have been
is-
interacting with you.
Of course, sir. So this is related to the question that Rishi asked. So last year, FY24, we auctioned about 65 gigawatts of project. This is just by the central agencies, right? The 4 central agencies. Okay. So
I
if you
don't
could,
think, no, not 65. I think 51.
51.
About 51. 65
like-
may be total by the states.
Oh, include signed. The PSA has yet to be signed. And in total, what is the number of projects that are still pending for PSA to be signed?
I think overall the sense which I got from the developers, it is roughly about 30 gigawatts of projects which are still to be signed, which includes last year we carried out the bid for about 15.2, I think 15.2
Yes, sir.
gigawatts, out of which, if I remember correctly, these were some of the bids could not be concluded. For example, FDRE bids, they were not concluded during last financial year. They have been concluding this year. So of the concluded bids of about 12 gigawatt or so, we signed PSA for about 7 gigawatt or so.
Right.
And corresponding PPAs, either they are in the stage of being signed or will be, they have already been signed. Now, let us appreciate one thing. Our total bidding trajectory, which used to be about 15 gigawatt per year, that was suddenly increased to 50 gigawatt, 50. It requires, I'm not in a position to give what kind of capacity could be added by them, but their overall planning is available on the CTU's website. What we have done is we are tailoring our bids to the available connectivity wherever transmission capacity is available and what is going to definitely come up. We said that it should come in the on the substations where connectivity is already available or it is going to be available by 27. So we are not leaving it wide open that whenever the connectivity comes. So we are also trying to see that the available connectivity wherever capacity is available, that is also utilized.
Hello, sir. This should be your own capacities or increasing the capacities. Please tell us what is the capacity addition like from your own, renewable energy projects in the next 2 years. Also, you have mentioned that you will be expanding your business of consulting to overseas. Could you give us a sense of what kind of projects you will be doing?
We plan to have our own capacities of about 10 gigawatt by 2030. Some of it, about 250 megawatt or so, we are already having. Some is already awarded. About 1200 megawatt of CPSU scheme we are going to start execution of very shortly, for which PPAs are already signed with the states, and rest will come gradually. Moving abroad also. Which country I am right now, I will not be in a position to disclose, but we are trying to see that our footprints, our expertise actually is made available to the other countries. Who ISA is in the direction of making sure that the developing countries they move towards the renewable energy and
What exactly is in this? And the second one that you mentioned about the solarizing of islands. I believe that the Galatia Bay is also there, where NTPC is also looking at.
if projects for greening of these islands have been drawn up. I think NTPC was given the not for solar, but if I'm not mistaken, for LNG based project.
Status of Navratna company.
Thank you.
My question is that what are the qualification and standards on which basis government of India declare company Navratna company? Although you are getting you are encouraging your power power generating capacity and revenue rapidly divided. But I want to know how.
Well,
Tracking system. Like for last 3 years, what is the return on net worth and what is the ratio of the employee cost? Like there are 5, 6 norms are there. On the basis of that, there is a marking system. And if you get more than 60% mark on that, then you become eligible for Navaratna. And you for becoming eligible for Navaratna, you should be Miniratna already. So we are qualifying in this, and there are some MOU parameters, and on that MOU we should be very good and or excellent for last 3, 4, 5 years. So
when you expected the IPO from SECI, as you mentioned,
well, it's not in the hand of SECI alone. We'll have to discuss the time frame with MNRE and Department of Public Enterprises. So
के बारे में मैं सर शैलेश को लेना है लेके आएंगे कुछ तो प्लानिंग होगी सर कितना क्या साइज होगा क्या टाइम फ्रेम होगा क्या
देखिए अभी सिर्फ इतना है कि हम आईपीओ लेके आएंगे, क्या साइज होगा, एग्जैक्ट कब आएगा, किस प्राइस पर आएगा, कितने शेयर्स ऑफलोड होंगे, ये सब चीज़ें ये हम डीपी के साथ में डिस्कस करके और फिर डिटरमिन होगी. अभी तो ये हमको कहा गया है यू प्रिपेयर योर सेल्फ फॉर दैट.
सिस्टम जो है आपको उसकी क्या प्रोग्रेस हुई है उसके बारे में
देखिए एनर्जी स्टोरेज सिस्टम में हमने कई तरह से एनर्जी स्टोरेज सिस्टम बनाए हैं. एक अभी हमारा टेंडर बहुत रिसेंटली कंक्लूड हुआ है which is a battery energy storage system standalone system. यहाँ पर सिर्फ हमने बैटरी एनर्जी स्टोरेज के लिए टेंडर किया। एक प्रोडक्ट है FDR, उसमें हम बताते नहीं है कि कितना आपको स्टोरेज लगाना है, लेकिन हम ये बताते हैं कि आपको मान लीजिए 500 मेगावाट पूरा राउंड द क्लॉक सप्लाई करनी है। अब वो अपना खुद अपने हिसाब से डिटरमिन करते हैं मुझे सोलर कितना लगाना है, विंड कितना लगाना है, कितनी एनर्जी स्टोरेज सिस्टम किस कैपेसिटी का लगाना है। हमने फाइनल आउटपुट हम उनको बताते हैं कि हमको ये चाहिए, आप अपने आप डिजाइन कीजिए कितना कितना करना है, सबसे सस्ते में कौन डिजाइन करके दे सकता है।
ट्रांसमिशन लॉसेस के बारे में थोड़ी सी ब्रीफिंग देंगे, क्योंकि जो नॉर्मल इलेक्ट्रिसिटी ट्रांसमिशन लॉसेस होती है और आप जो ग्रिड को टेक ओवर करेंगे जब आपकी एनर्जी जाएगी, तो विल दैट बी सेम एंड हु इज गोइंग टू अब्सॉर्ब दैट,
व्हिच
वुड दैट ट्रांसमिशन लॉसेस परसेंटेज ऑफ
कि जब ये आरई को प्रमोट करने के लिए सोलर और विंड लाया गया था, तो अभी तक उसमें ट्रांसमिशन चार्जेस आरई सिस्टम्स पर, आरई प्रोजेक्ट्स पर नहीं लगते हैं, लॉसेज भी इनको नहीं देने पड़ते हैं। ये जो एक बड़ा डिफरेंस है कि कन्वेंशनल एनर्जी में उनको ट्रांसमिशन चार्जेस भी देने पड़ते हैं, लॉसेज भी बियर करने पड़ते हैं। कोई भी बियर करता है, लॉसेज तो होते ही हैं, इसमें भी लॉसेज होंगे। अल्टीमेटली एज कंज्यूमर वी आर ऑल गोइंग टू पे फॉर दीज लॉसेज एंड ट्रांसमिशन चार्जेस।
I was at the green hydrogen recently, sir. And my question is about the carbon footprint. Green energy is contributing to a lot of lithium or any other thing we are not able to dispose that. Like the space debris is there, and then we have the solar panels, which you say is going to last for 25 years. So how do you take care of that, and what's the maintenance? And right now, what is the spending on that maintenance?
It's a good question, and I was Secretary Environment before this post, and it's but my job there to design a system and regulations which takes care of the waste. Now, fortunately and technologically, all the system, whether it is lithium-ion battery, whether it is solar panel, and whether any kind of product which runs its life, that is recyclable. And Ministry of Environment, there is something called circular economy and a concept called extended producer responsibility, where the producer or importer of a product who is doing it today, either producing it or importing it today, after its estimated life, he will have to ensure that it is recycled.
Details about it. How much is the share of solar, how much is wind, and how much is storage, and what are the timelines for commissioning?
Solar or how much wind in it, because he has to design it and tell it to us, and he can change it during the course of the implementation. He can also change it, ultimately keeping the overall output same.
Right.
Sir, just want to know like how much capacity additions you're targeting. I mean, how much tendering is expected this fiscal and next fiscal?
This fiscal, we are targeting the bidding of about 20 gigawatt. That will include all kind of products and storage.
Next fiscal, sir?
Next fiscal, I think, see, our target given to us is about 15 gigawatt, but we'll be exceeding that. We have not thought about how much we will do in next fiscal.
Sir, also you mentioned about the capacity additions. You are targeting about 30 gigahertz by 20. Sorry.
No, 10 gigawatts of our own projects. Of our own projects by 20.
Yeah. So what will be the investment that will be coming from your end for that expansion?
Well, 10 gigawatt would mean roughly about 60 to 70,000 crore of project cost. Take about 30% of that as our investment. तो हमने पेरिस में ये कहा था कि हमारी मिशन इंटेंसिटी 2005 के लेवल से 2030 तक हम 35% कम करेंगे, लेकिन वो 35% हमने 2021-22 में ही पूरी कर ली थी। और अब हमने अपनी इमिशन इंटेंसिटी को, मतलब ये है कि इमिशन की इफिशियंसी है। आप कोई चीज़, एक चीज़ जो बना रहे हैं उसमें आज आप मान लीजिए 10 kg ऑफ CO2 छोड़ रहे हैं, अगर आप उसको इस तरह से बनाएं कि 5 kg की आप CO2 छोड़ें तो 50% आपने कम कर ली। अल्टीमेटली जब आप जीरो पर होंगे तो आपका नेट जीरो हो जाएगा।